Con. You can get more money, but you're just going to be more wicked. It's not going to solve the problem. Okay? But it says, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And to be spiritually minded, the most important thing it teaches you is it teaches you to be patient. Okay? Because it's hard to measure time when you're not thinking spiritually. Okay, when you don't return unto the Lord and receive his blessings, man, and receive the understanding that he has prepared for us. Okay, receive the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And so we can receive the prophecies. Okay, so we know where we stand spiritually in time. Okay, we know right now that we're in a time where the Most High is ready to judge the world, judge the earth, and to judge 2/3 of his people. Okay, and he's going to put the other nations into captivity. Okay, but he wants to give us the kingdom, but we have to prepare ourselves to receive it. Okay, because 2/3 of our people are not going to enter into the kingdom of heaven the first go around. They're going to have to be reborn in the kingdom of heaven. They're not going to receive the blessings of the 1/3 and the 144,000. Okay, they're not going to receive the blessings of the first fruit. The 1/3 and the 144,000 are going to be the elite of our people in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay. So it says to be spiritually minded is life. Okay, and that teaches patience, man. Okay, and when you have patience, when you've been blessed with patience, you're given understanding. You're not gonna understand a lot of things at first, but as you go through life, as you're going through situations, you're gonna be given understanding. Because certain things in the scriptures you have to think over and over and over. You have to think these things over and over and again, and be patient. So you can see these things work in the spirit, so you'll be able to identify evil and wickedness. Okay, so it takes patience, and it's life, because those of us who are spiritually minded, we're not bound by the flesh. We're not bound by it. We know that we're gonna live forever. We know and believe in reincarnation. We know we die and we come back. Okay? So we're not thinking on the same plane as everybody else. We know if we die in this life, we're going to return again. Okay? But because we know we're going to return again, we have to make sure that we serve the Lord to the best of our ability. Okay? Because we can't escape the hands of the Most High. We are forever with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? Whether in his presence or not. Okay, whether we can see him with our eyes or not, he's always watching us, and we're always being judged, and we understand that. So when we perish in this flesh, the Lord is gonna still judge our soul. He's gonna still judge our spirit. Okay, so those of us who are in this truth, we understand that. Okay, so let me go to Sirach. I should have brought this out earlier, but Salakia Akim. This is Sirach. Sirach 20. Dub Trade Deuce 2032. Right? And it says, this is Sirach 30. This is actually Sirach 20, verse 32. And it says, necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. Okay? The carnal-minded men, the carnal-minded people of Jacob, they're living life without a guide. Okay, they're taking on the spirit of Esau. Okay, they're thinking Esau is gonna guide them to everlasting life when he's not. Okay, he's gonna lead you to death. Okay, sheep led to the slaughter. Okay, because they don't have a guide. Okay, they're not spiritual minded. But those of us who are in this truth, those of us who believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we have a guide. We have a spiritual guide. Okay, so while everybody is thinking carnally and in the flesh, we're in the spirit. We're making sure that we're acknowledging Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in all our ways, so he can lead our paths, man. Okay, and we trust in him, and we learn to trust in him. We learn over time in patience to trust him. okay, and follow and take his lead, okay, accordingly, okay. There's always those pockets, those little moments where you can make a decision to lean upon him or do what you want, okay. There's going to be those moments, and that comes with growth, okay. That comes with growth, all right. And in those little pockets, in those moments where you have to make a decision, when you lean upon the Lord, it pays off greatly later, because you can't measure time. You know, when you're in the spirit, you're not impulse. You understand patience. You're like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna take this route. I'm gonna stick with the Lord. The Lord said do this, I'm gonna do that. I was gonna go out on the Sabbath and I was gonna go crazy and go ham with the homies. Nah, I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna read the scriptures. I'm gonna listen to the brothers. I'm just gonna chill home, period. You know, you know, Satan always works his way and try to, you know, pull you away from the Most High. You know, but when you're in the spirit, you always know the Most High is there. Acknowledge him. You know, when you're thinking spiritually minded, no matter what comes your way, no matter what distraction, what demon comes your way, you always considering the Lord in the back of your mind, or not in the back of your mind, in the front of your mind. It's just you at some point you got to make a decision. Am I going to follow the Lord, or am I going to go do this? You know, whatever you do, you know, the Lord gives us a safe passage. You know, and we trust in it. You know, because years ago by, and them same guys that are in the world who decide to do what they wanted to do and be carnally minded, they went to jail. They probably still in jail. They're committing crimes. They have tons of children on child support, suffering. Okay, abusers of drugs, abusers of the flesh. You know, but those of us who put our trust in the Lord, man, you know, later down the line, that's why when you get to where, I say this often, when you get to where you're going, you won't know it. You won't know it, because especially us who are in the spirit, we're present in the spirit, you know, and you know, the Lord is just blessing us, man. You know, we're not carnally minded. You know, when you get to where you're going, you won't know it. You know, that's the funny thing about time. You know what I'm saying? But you have to trust in the Lord that he's going to guide you, okay? Guide you safely, you know, through Babylon, through this life, you know, through the valley of death, you know. Though I walk through the valley of death, man, you know, and this whole place is death. But how can you identify death if you don't know life? All right? But let me bring out this one. Let me bring out this last precept, and I'm just going to end this video off, man. And I'm glad you brothers, you know, stuck around with me, man, and listen to me. Sometimes I'm not the strongest in doing videos. Sometimes my mind wanders. Sometimes I lose train of thought. Sometimes I'm long-winded and I may speak a little too much, or expound a little too much, but you know, that's just the spirit the Lord gave me, you know, when I have an opportunity to teach, you know, especially the younger brothers, you know, any brother that, you know, is willing to listen, you know, it's a blessing, man. And you know, the water Yahabashim Shah. All right, let me go to Ecclesiastes, you know, and the Lord made it simple for us, man. He simplified it. You know, he's our Father. You know, our Father can't be bound. You know, our Father, you can't grab our Father. You can't kick him out the house. You know what I'm saying? You got to come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, our house is built. You know what I'm saying? All we have to do is enter in. Knock, and he shall answer, man. All we have to do is stay in the house, man. You know, we ain't ready to go outside yet. When we go outside, we're going to be in the kingdom, and we always going to have a home to go back to. You know, spiritually and physically, you know. But we got to wait for our turn, man. But he's our Father, man. All right. Just let me go to, man. I always get it mixed up with Ecclesiastes and Ecclesiasticus. Not saying I don't know where it's at. It's just sometimes when I'm flipping through these pages, I could kind of lose it sometimes. Let me see. Ecclesiastes. All right. Salaki Akim. 1 second. All right, Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13 says, just to simplify it for you brothers, man, you know, any of you younger brothers or any of you newcomers that are coming across this video, this is Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Okay, so how are we supposed to raise up our sons and our daughters? According to the way of the Father, according to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. Okay, we have to walk according to the way that he created us to walk in. Okay, because us going outside of his way is going to be damaging to our spirit and mind, our mind and our body. Okay, because he didn't create us to go off. He created us to be his people. Okay, to be a representative of him. Okay, we're supposed to represent the Lord. We're supposed to be the sons of the Most High. Okay, but the Lord has sent his son to be an example for us, to be a sacrifice. Okay, so we can have the scriptures today and be brought back and to be retaught in the land of our enemies, in the land of our captivity. We shall remember ourselves. All right, you know. But I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah Bahasham Rakah Quadash. I like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I like to give salutations to the Akim preaching the gospel across the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. I hope you brothers were edified. Shalom.